Yesterday, I went to the mall and there was a baby crying synced again. Or a toddler or something. It's like a little kid. It was crying synced as I was leaving the mall. And he's like screaming, crying. He's like, "Ah!" Over and over. Synced every time. Then yesterday at work, there was this guy that I was delivering to his house, and he had a red shirt, and he kept, like, it's him and his wife that I'm delivering to, and everybody's synchronizing around me, but he had a saw, like a power saw out in the garage, and he kept turning it on synced, like when I go through the doorway, or like I'm going in and out of his house, like delivering appliances and stuff. And not every time, but like he kept going out in the garage, like he's like remodeling the house, so like he's like going out and cutting wood in the garage and bringing it in the house and stuff. So like he kept doing it synced every time, and then like they kept just like walking in my way and like walking close to me, just like unnecessarily close to me as they walk by and stuff, and just like walking, just like getting in my way at synced moments as I'm trying to like do stuff, or as I'm like picking something up off the ground, or like coming over walking right by me and stuff, or just like walking completely in my way, like as I'm just like kept walking in my way. It's like if you do it like one time, and then that's like, okay, dude. But if you keep doing it, then it's like, okay, dude. It's like, do you have eyeballs? Can you see me? I'm right here, bro. I'm right next to you, and you just keep walking in my way. Like, what the fuck? But people kept doing that all day yesterday at work. People just kept walking in my way, and then like standing close to me and stuff. Like I was at this other delivery, and I'm like up like against this wall, like on this side of me, and like the washers like in front of me and the walls next to me, so I'm like cornered over here, and this guy comes up and he's just like standing right here next to me, like looking at my coworker working on the dryer, but he's just like standing like close to me, and then I like lean away from him and I'm just like, and then he kept doing it, or he did it a couple times, and then he like as we were taking the dryer out or something, he like walks out, or like at some synced moment, I forget, he like walks out of the room and like starts drilling something in the other room or something. At synced moment, he starts like a power drill or something. And then he like went down the basement, and like we're bringing the dryer up the stairs, and he's like coming up the stairs behind me right as we like start loading it up the stairs or whatever. He's like coming up, standing right next to me again. And what else? I don't remember. My water heater just turned off synced. one of my neighbors made like a thudding sound through the wall a minute ago. I woke up this morning, at like 4 a.m. or like 3:30 or something, and I was up for like an hour or something, and it was quiet, like nothing happened, I think, or like barely anything happened. I think a couple of things happened, like my water heater. No, yeah, my neighbor coughed like one time or something, or like flushed his toilet sink or something. Both maybe, and then my water heater turned on, synced or something. I don't remember, but it was pretty quiet though. It was like nothing happening for the most part. And then like there'll just be like periods of time where there's nothing happening. Like during the day even. Like yesterday at work, there's nothing happening for a second. Like I was just sitting in this truck in a parking lot and there was nothing happening at all. For a few minutes. But it's never too long though. It's never more than a few minutes though. Unless it's like late at night maybe. Then maybe it'll be like an hour maybe, but probably not. My refrigerator or something's gonna sink. So yeah. Another baby crying sink yesterday, man. It's really fucked up. And then there's a bunch of dogs barking synced, and there's a bunch of children yelling synced outside, and there's a bunch of cars honking sync, and there's been a bunch of cars lately that it's like 2 cars honking synced. Sometimes they'll be like honking at each other, but then sometimes it'll sound like they're like one car's over there, another car's over there, or whatever, but I've been hearing that a lot lately, those 2 cars honking synced, like, just be like, honk, 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 honk. And then, like, I walked up to this one intersection last night, and there's a truck ahead of me, and he's like, honk, 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 honk. Like, way 2 blocks ahead of me or whatever. And then I was walking by this guy's house last night. It was dark and it was like quiet and there was like nothing happening at that moment. And like I walk around this truck in a driveway. They love to sink when I walk around things on the sidewalk. Like if it's a puddle or like snow or mud or just a car parked in the driveway or whatever. If I gotta walk around something on the sidewalk, they love to sink it there. So I walked around this truck on the driveway, and then like as I'm walking back up on the sidewalk, this guy is walking around the truck, around the back of the truck, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm just like, fuck off, bro. See black and silver meeting each other at the intersection right now. But yeah, I was just like sitting in the mall yesterday, and there's these people. It was pretty chill in there for the most part. I might go hang out there more, but then again, it's gonna be more people there eventually. But like people don't really go to the mall these days, so it was like not a lot of people in there, but all of them were stalking me though. And there are these people in there, they were like walking around, like I guess for exercise, they just walk around the mall. And at first it was just this one lady, and then she had 2 other people with her. I get a frequency in my ear right now. But at first it was this one lady, and she, like, I went in through JCPenney, and I'm coming into the main part of the mall, like the mall, out of the JCPenney. And as I'm walking through that doorway, this lady's walking up, and she just like turns in front of me and then walks, like she's just walking around in circles. And then she came back with the two other people, like I said, and they just kept doing it. And every time they walk by me, they're synced with other people. And there's just like a bunch of kids in there like laughing at me and shit, and people just being weirdos. And then like when I stood up and left, there was somebody closing up their business right at that moment, like closing the door, you know, like the security door. And it's like really loud, you know. And they just start doing it right as I stand up and start walking. And then the kid cried synced. And then there's a bunch of other people walking around synced. And coughing synced and laughing synced and talking synced and doing syncs. And then what else synced? I can't think about the sync. I don't remember. It'll come back to me though. I just saw these synced birds outside. Synced with the cars on the street probably. And then when this white car gets to the intersection, my refrigerator turns off. So, this came on to say about the babies crying synced again. It happens a lot. It happened at Walmart the other day too. It happens a lot. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a lot though. Like, it's kind of rare, but not really though. Like, it happens like once a month or something at least. At least. So I have the one video of it on my YouTube, or I think it's on my Cat the Glitch channel, and I have that one video of when I was at Target. Babies crying sync, multiple babies crying sync. Sometimes it's just one baby, sometimes it's multiple of them. And then one day at Walmart, there was a baby crying synced with a kid that was yelling synced, and he was like, ah! The baby was crying synced with it. I heard footsteps through the walls right when I walk up that were synced. Right when I walk up, take a drink of tea. I just hear the floorboards creaking, somebody walking. Walking up sync.